Hello, this is Monet, aka Bird's Boss, and I had a swap with Anna Rodriguez and from Anna Rodriguez channel, and we did a personal swap that was to include an altered clipboard, in a shabby chic style. Even though I think my style is changing, I try to do my best on shabby chic, but I think it's I don't know, I don't know what it's changing into, but it is changing. And we were to include the mints and the pinks that we like, and also we were to include a handmade card, a pack of die cuts, and goodies, as many goodies as we liked. So, without further ado, let me show you what Anna sent me. Now, this is her clipboard. This is the thing that was on top, and she did a really good job. This is a very beautiful altered clipboard, and what I notice is that, and what I love about swapping is how everyone has a different take on, on their project. And she had a really light hand, I feel, the way she embellishes. It's very delicate and pretty, and very different from what I do. And I really like the way she used the white appliques. Now, the white appliques is something that I have a lot of, and that are about, the shabby chic style, but I'm not good at using them, so I'm sure to use them for future inspiration. It does give a very light look to or light feel, I feel, to, very beautiful look. So what she did different was she used a different type of more like acrylic paint on the wood base. I really like that. The mint and, like a swirly effect, very like marbly effect with the pinks and a little bit like a white or the pinks and mints. And it's very pretty, and she did the back too. And I also like this beautiful paper she used. This paper that has mints and pinks, and it's also kind of swirly or marbled. I really like the paper she used. Now, in the front, you could see this beautiful paper as well. It looks like from the same collection that I don't have. And it has these beautiful flowers and French writing. I love that. And I like how she distressed, like inked the edges and rolled, these edges and distressed them. It looks really pretty. Also the delicate touch of her, pretty flowers. I really like the flowers she chose in this applique with the pretty flat. Oh gosh, I'm having trouble today. Excuse me. With the pearls, and this flower is so gorgeous. I think she handmade this flower. It's so pretty. And then the white little applique and the flowers. And then this pretty wood veneer is so nice, and it's like painted gold. I like that. And then we both had an idea to add a tassel. Mine was bought, and she made a handmade like tassel. And I love these ribbons. I don't have any of these like thin ribbons. And I want every color, especially these beautiful, sherbet, mint and pinks, and just so pretty, all these pastels. Now I want every color. And the seam binding is very pretty as well. And I like how she added this gold tassel to it, and she added a few charms that are very vintage looking and pretty as well. And a wood piece that says "for you." Yeah, and it has this little pretty clip. I don't have any of these little clips, so I could take it off and use it on something else. I don't have any of those clips, so I really like that. And then we go down to the bottom, and this pretty cluster that she did here is very nice. I like the flowers she chose, and that she stickled some and others she didn't. I like how she mixed them. I really like that pretty like palm frond, or and she put my initial on it, and this pretty Hobby Lobby trim and the pink and also the more white applique. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. So I think this is a beautiful piece, and as you can see, you know, I can also put like a photo on there and maybe lean it or hang it up. So yeah, that'll be really pretty in my craft room. Now onto something else. We'll continue with other pieces she put in the box. One of them are this pretty handmade box she made. And oops, I think it's backwards. Okay. Make each day your masterpiece. And I love the paper she used. Again, she inked it in like this pretty green color. And I love the pattern and the applique again, the white applique. And the doily piece. I love the choices of her paper and her flowers, very pretty. And it looks like it's, oh pretty, it looks like it's, yes, the goodies. She put this piece on top that I'll be able to use, and a lot of flowers, paper flowers that are very pretty. I like these. I don't have any flowers. I'm sorry, I must have turned off the video, but I'll have to put them together. And continuing, I don't have any of these pretty flowers. It looks like there's different colors. There's more inside. So for sure I'll be using these. And like I said, I don't have like these greens and browns, so that'll be nice for fall. She made another little handmade box for me, and I really like this. It looks like she used those like ice cream, you know, like, here, let me open it real quick. I need both hands. Okay, here we go. If you turn it around, it's like for the ice creams, you know, and then she altered it. And look, it's so pretty. I love, again, the paper she used and that you distressed. The paper and the trim and the flower. It's so pretty. The stickles, the applique. And then we go to the side. Again, this pretty paper and the trim. Love it. And I like how she altered this to put also very pretty flowers. Very useful. I use these flowers all the time, so I love them. And she included mint and pink, which are my favorite colors. So absolutely, I'm going to have fun using those. And let me reach over again. And she included another goodie. I like her toppers. Very pretty, using that same paper. And pretty flowers. She included some sequins. And I used a lot of gold sequins. And some fall colors as well, so those will go really fast. In my you know, the way I'm heavy-handed with the sequins. And she included this other goodie, a little felt Christmas Santa. He's very cute, pretty topper, and has a clip in the back, so I'll be able to use him in my Christmas projects. I'm very excited for Christmas and to start and start with my Christmas crafts. Another goodie she included, and look at that beautiful topper. I really like this die cut. It's so intricate and so pretty, and I really like the colors. And this goodie's really cute. You see the back? This is going to be really fun to put on the side of my, you know, embellishments and my flower clusters and for Christmas. I really like that. That's a very pretty goodie. I'm reaching into the box again, and you notice she did the same pretty toppers and this cute little bag from Daiso. She included more die cuts, which are really pretty. I like that. It's very, you know, hard to pick out all the little pieces in these little intricate dies, so that's going to be fun to use these dies soon, and in colors that are very pretty. I noticed that the box smelled really good, and I've never received any sachets, and they smell really good. I don't know just flowery and pretty, and I love the colors. And again, with the pretty toppers that match, I really like that. So it made the whole box smell really nice. Another goodie. It's, oh, and she uses the same toppers. It seems to be this, something to decorate like a mason jar. I've never seen these. And reaching over, I have more goodies. Some bling, some red bling. Now that Christmas is coming, I'll be sure to use those. And let me reach over so I don't move the camera too much. I hope I'm not making you guys dizzy. She sent me some green bling, and I love the way everything coordinates. You know, I love that die cut's so pretty. So I'm going to be set for Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, she sent me this pretty goodie bag that's also ready for Christmas with a pretty, I love those. I wonder where you got these little pins. Thanks so much. So it's ready for gifting. And inside, let's see what goodies we have. Open it really tight. I have a silver, and it's decorated very cute with a flower. A silver ribbon, decorative ribbon. And I use a lot of, you know, glitter and stuff, so that'll be very useful. And also she included some green, silver, gold. Oh, there's something more in here, I think. Is there? Yes, okay, I feel something more in there. And red glitter. Okay, like I said, I'm all set to start my Christmas crafts. I love that bag, very cute. Okay, and reaching over. Oh, I love this goodie. Now, I use a lot of bling, and these, I don't have any of these, and they're like iridescent. I love everything iridescent, you know, with the turquoise purplish hue. Oh, these are so cool. I'm sure I'm going to use these, and there's a lot in there, so I'll be sure to use these. Yes, I don't have anything like that, so that's fun. And like I said, we agreed to include a pack of die cuts, and she packed them up really good. She separated them and included this pretty rose and seam binding. And I'm really excited about these die cuts because it's nothing I have. It's so fun to receive things that you don't have. These doilies are beautiful. They're precious. And there's different kinds. I'm so excited about that. Oh, and then I see these are also really pretty. I've seen her use this with the butterfly that pops up. That's really nice. And some circle dies and a pretty butterfly. And, circle dies. And I don't have any with this, I have the stitch trim, but I don't have like the X stitch, so these are nice. This is going to be fun. And some shimmer paper. And of course, there's pink too, which I love. And these Eiffel Towers. And it looks like, I think these are like from the toppers, which are so pretty. Or similar. Yeah, these are so cute. And I have a good amount here. So those are going to be really fun to use. Yes. And this is one that I'm going to be able to use for Christmas. A deer die. That is so cool. I like the scroll effect on them. Very nice. And look at this vanity. The vanity with the little chair and like the mirror, the oval pops out too. So pretty, and the colors are very nice. I don't have that either. I don't have any of these dies, so how cool. And I don't have this either. Looks like it's a lock and key and like a, like base dies. Those are pretty. So very useful, very fun. And last but not least, I think I sent her a scroll, but different paper. So these are, for sure I'm going to use them. I love scroll dies. They're very similar to mine. So I do love scroll dies. So yeah. And yes, and the only thing I am missing is I'm worried that it slipped out because there was like a hole in her box on the side here. It was ripped. I'm just hoping it didn't slip out. I didn't see a handmade card, so it might have slipped out, or maybe like, I always forget to put in things, so it might have happened. But yeah, this is our swap, and all these beautiful, pretty things in pink and mint that are very cohesive are what Anna created for me. And thank you so much for joining me again, and I appreciate your patience. And thank you, Anna, for swapping, and we'll talk very soon. Bye.